Alrighty guys, in today's video we are removing not one, not two, but 14 RS Platinum 18s out of the Patriot. Keep watching to see how we try to prevent our subs from failing when we go to shows.
Jamming, baby, whamming and jamming.
It's too early in the series to take that kind of fall.
Yeah, you guys just missed it, but I about busted it.
That was my knee though, son of a bitch.
I can get you a sissy pad down there if you need one. Some of these aren't even all the way tight. I wonder if they're backing out on us.
I don't know if they're backing out, we just didn't get them tight.
It could have been that too. But we haven't had any issues, so I'm not going to stress about it too much.
Some of them were a little bit of an angle too, so.
True.
We need to just run them up by hand again.
I will say we've got 2 weeks. I'm not rushing putting up everything, you know what I mean?
No.
I want to make sure that everything goes in nice and smoothly. And okay.
I think. Is there one more?
I got them all. That means she's sucked in there.
Yes, it is. There it is.
I'll take it. A good connection. Okay. Now is that brace gonna need to come out? Alright, coming down. Right on the towel. I got my hand right here. There you go. Sweet! Oh, stuck. Whew. Goodness.
That workout.
Yeah, this is a good workout. If you guys want to burn any calories, email us at libertybasedshot@gmail.com. You can come sweat your nuggets off all day long.
It's getting warm out.
Oh, it's brutal. Let me, I'm coming over. I'm coming over. I think that's how the song goes. I got you if you want to get your hand up.
Poke me out.
Stupid idea, Chase.
Yeah. Yeah, it's better.
Yeah, it's way nicer. I feel that breeze. Feel it right on my leg hair. It feels nice. So much better. Now I can start moving that camera around. Probably all cockeyed and everything else. There we go.
Any word from the other amp coming back yet?
No emails, no nothing.
Still nothing.
I want it before the sundown show. Because I want to take a spare with me.
Well, hell yeah.
I mean, that's my... Listen, if you're ever dealing with an amp company, keep on them about getting your amp back. Because sometimes, if you don't, they work on their time. And let me tell you, their time and your time is not the same. How long has that amp been out now?
A month and a half?
Almost 2. I think well, at the sundown show, it'll be 2 months. Because when was Slam? The 20th and the 23rd? 23rd.
Ready? Yep.
Alright, game on, back one. The most frustrating one. Good?
Yep. This one's such a good idea.
When Jace calls and says, hey, I got this idea, don't answer. Just hang up the phone. I'm done with it. Get that alfalfa hair rocking over here. Eight of 14. We're not almost halfway there yet. No, wait, 8. Yeah, I'm not good at math, guys. Don't worry about that one.
Yeah, your mouth ain't working on that one.
I'll leave that one in too, just because I look like an idiot.
Ain't so hot, I'll tell you that.
Oh,
And there's a lot of motors out of the way now.
and listen, it's way better than after you're done playing it. And these motors are 300 degrees. That was so bad. We should have figured out what the real temperature was in here because that was torturous.
The floor was hot.
That was bad. Yeah, I don't recommend that to anybody. So far, I haven't haven't seen any issues with our subs yet, so that's a positive. See, the only one we lost at the Speedway Slam was this front right one right here. I don't know if you guys, yeah, you guys can see my foot kicking it. And all it was the surround came off. I think it was a glue failure on the top, but I also think one way to prevent that is by putting a metal ring around that actual, which the V2s are coming out with. There will be a metal ring around the gasket. I think, yeah, so I think something like that would be great. We're actually going to do something a little bit different to, you know, fill that void right there and to give a little bit more pressure on that so it doesn't happen again. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. Oh. You know what I just thought would have been a really cool time lapse? Is if you put that other camera up there firing in. I didn't even think of that.
A little late.
A little too. I put them all back in. I'll start over. Wiggle out, wiggle out, wiggle, wiggle. Well, that was quick. Alrighty, guys. We got all the subs pulled out. It's pretty sweet.
So my number one piece of advice is check your equipment following a very successful show. But if you're somebody like me that goes and plays for 6-7 hours at a time and it's full tilt all day long, more than likely these subs, no matter whether it doesn't matter what brand it is, they're gonna take abuse. Cause see this right here? See how there's moving parts? Anything that's got moving parts is gonna suffer from wear and tear. It's an inevitable thing that you're never gonna be able to avoid. I don't care how much cooling you're doing on your subs, it doesn't matter. Subs eventually fail. And if you don't wanna lose a subwoofer at the biggest shows of the year, you need to make sure you're doing a maintenance check on all your subs. So here's some of the things that I recommend you look for when pulling your subs and checking them out. All right, guys, so let's start off with your spider packs. So number one thing I check every time I pull a sub, because this thing is moving very hard all day long. These things do wear out. I've had ZB5s in the past that I've had for years, and eventually that's what failed on them. And then when they fail, it takes your coil and puts it off center, and then it starts rubbing up on the shaft, and then sparky, bang, boom, you're out of the show for the day. It's not a fun experience, so it's something I always check. You'll see thin lines or cracks starting, and typically this is common in older spider packs or older subwoofers that you haven't had any problems with. So I don't think this is your number one issue you're gonna be having, but it's something I always look for just because I've had some experience with it in the past. Another thing I always like to look for in my sub is the surround. I want to make sure I did not damage the surround at all. I have in the past loaded a subwoofer up trying to get ready for a show last minute, and I loaded it off center just a little bit of my hole, and it actually started rubbing the surround. Again, it's not going to be a common thing for every single build, but at the same time, I think it's very key to just check that out, because if that rips, it can cause you a lot of problems. And again, I don't want to see people not be able to participate in the biggest shows of the year. So that's another small one that I like to look for as well. The last thing I highly recommend you guys testing is your coils. It's a huge part, it's super easy to do, and if you've never done it before, let me go ahead and show you. Take your leads, plug them into the positive and negative push terminals, click your on button, and have it set to ohms at 200. And as you can see there, it's reading 2 ohms, which is right where I want it to be at. Now, if you're testing this at a show and another car's playing beside you or anything like that, it can affect what it does. So if you guys can see the number right here, if I start moving the cone, you can tell it goes crazy, but if I stop and give it a second, it'll level itself back out. So something to keep in mind, guys, this is for a lot of newcomers coming into audio who don't understand what to do with their equipment. Especially since I've started libertybassshop.com, I get a lot of questions about that kind of stuff. So hopefully this helps clarify some of the questions I get and how to avoid these situations. Random things happen all the time, so it's always just a good thing to check your equipment every chance you get. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and get ready for next week's video, because this thing is going to look a little bit different. Let's get ready for the Sundown Audio Show. Peace.